Hey YouTube, Alicia here. I'm here to talk about The Real Housewives of New York, Season 10, Episode 1. So New York is one of my favorite franchises next to Atlanta. So I was very excited that the season started again. So I'm going to share my brief comments on what I thought about the first episode. So let's start with Bethany. Y'all, I completely forgot about Hurricane Harvey. And I lived through Hurricane Harvey. I vlogged Hurricane Harvey on my Veda video, so you can check that out in my playlists. So I completely forgot about it. So when I saw Bethany's storyline is about her Be Strong charity and all that stuff, I was like, wow, I forgot about that. And also, I remember when Hurricane Harvey was going on, sometime afterwards, I think a couple months later, was when I had happened to go on to Twitter. And I had seen all the work she was doing in Puerto Rico and that she'd come to Houston and all of these things. And I remember being completely shocked at all of the work that she was doing and how much effort she was putting into this. I was very impressed, like very, very impressed by what she had done. So for me, it'll be very interesting to see, if or how much of that is going to be shown on this season. So I was very excited about that, y'all. I was very excited. Next is Luann. Forgot about Luann. I completely forgot about her marriage to Tom, how that just fell apart, y'all. I mean, I guess I just really don't think about these housewives when their season is off because I'm into the next franchise's season. So when I saw Luann, they were talking about her and Tom, I was like, oh, that's right. And if you guys had seen a video that I posted when we all found out about Luann's divorce, I posted a video and I'll link it in the description box below where I was giving my support to Luann, telling her to be strong. Hey YouTube, I'm here today with some sad news. Have you guys heard Luann and Tom from the Real Housewives of New York have called it quits? Guys, if you had watched, well, I don't remember if I really did that much recapping of last season, but I wasn't really buying the whole Tom and Luann storyline. And even now, watching the way she talks about it, to me, it's almost like she's embellishing it a bit about how she was caught up in a whirlwind and all of these things. And I was really sitting here looking at Luann this season, this episode, thinking, is she for real? Like, something just doesn't seem right about that, even now. Like, she seemed, of course, humiliated by Tom, and I think those are real emotions that she had. But I just really can't quite buy the fact that she was that invested. I don't know. Maybe they had some sort of agreement or contract. Maybe it was a storyline like we've all accused Kenya Moore of doing. Maybe she brought this guy on to be a storyline and then he blew it up and maybe they were supposed to have opportunities. Who knows, y'all? But anyway, I'm not here to judge Luann. I'm just saying that as she was sitting here, recapping what had happened with her and Tom, it seemed a little bit, should I say fake? What's the word I'm looking for? Maybe I don't want to say fake. Maybe I want to say acting. It seemed like she was trying to convince Dorinda of her feelings and what happened and all that. It was really strange. It didn't seem like she was that emotionally invested anymore. Maybe she's gotten over it. Maybe she was moving past it. But she seemed a little detached from the storyline. Dorinda's sitting there acting like she wasn't surprised that it fell apart. Well, then why did you fix them up? Like, wasn't that the point? I mean, it's so weird. She was such a proponent of it and a fan and a champion of their relationship. But now you saw that it was going to fall apart. Come on, son. Side note, and I'm not one to judge people's looks and all that stuff, but did you guys feel like the makeup was a little casket ready, very caked on in the confessionals? Looking at Ramona and Sonja and Carol, they didn't even look like themselves. And even Luann kind of looked a little bit different too. And I mean, I hear about women getting things tweaked and stuff between seasons, so maybe that's what, I don't know. But what did y'all think by those confessionals? They seemed a bit heavy with the makeup this season. Maybe they changed their makeup artist. I don't know. Tinsley, get a little update on her romance with Scott. They've broken up, guys. I mean, I don't know how I felt about that relationship. It seemed like it went really fast. They got really serious, really quick. But Tinsley is saying now they broke up because of the distance. He lives in Chicago. She's in New York. And now it's just too difficult. And there was so much pressure on them. And I was thinking, what pressure? Like, What pressure? Y'all live, y'all work. I mean, good Lord. Y'all are in a long distance relationship. And who was pressuring you? Isn't she in her 40s? I think he's in his 40s. Is there really pressure at that age? Aren't you really kind of like knowing what you want? Were they putting pressure on themselves? I'm not sure, guys. I was a little confused by what she was saying about it. Because on one hand, she said they broke up because of the pressure. On the other hand, she said she was in love with Scott still. She still wanted to be with him, but didn't want the pressure. I'm not sure. Do you think he was pressuring her for a commitment? I don't know. Let me comment below and let me know what y'all thought about that whole little recap about their relationship. We see Sonja, and Sonja said she spent the summer in Costa Rica, and Ramona's complaining that she didn't see much of Sonja. So it seems like we're starting off this season with a little rift. Also, it seems like Sonja and Dorinda are also in a rift, just like they started last season. There was a whole bunch of talk and gossip going on over the summer, and now Sonja and Dorinda are on the outs. Same thing. We'll see what happens. But going back to Sonja, she didn't initially mention Frenchie. Y'all, I never bought that relationship with Frenchie. That was the weirdest thing. I felt like she was just doing something. This season, she comes in with Rocco, so she's dating Rocco, and she said he's into the long game. I was thinking about that. Like, Rocco, what are you doing? Like, do you not care that she pretty much made a fool of you last season, dating you and Frenchie and keeping you on the string? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't understand these relationships. Maybe they're for TV. Maybe they're for convenience. I'm not really sure. I'm a Southern girl. Maybe that's why I don't get it. But let me know what y'all thought about that. You see Carol. Carol's working out, guys. Training for a marathon. And I was like, what? When they showed the opening credits and she was doing her opening line about, training for a marathon, I was thinking, now, didn't we know that Carol doesn't work out? Like, that's not her thing. So I don't know. She said she's in her 50s now, or just turned 50 or something like that. So she's trying to be healthier. She said she felt, I think she said frail, or I forgot what word she used, but whatever it was, she felt the need to start working out. And I was thinking, well, there's such a thing as a skinny fat person, so maybe she needs to take care of her health, and maybe her doctor's encouraging her to, be more health conscious now that she is getting in her 50s. So good for her. Good for her. That's excellent. I hope we get to see part of that training and everything on the show. Are we going to see Carol running with Kelly Bensimon? Remember when she used to run in traffic? I don't remember if they know each other, but that'd be kind of interesting to see them bring her on back just to see. We find out that Cookie died, Bethany's dog, and Cookie has been in Bethany's life for many years. She's been there since the show began and probably before that. So that was very sad. I mean, Cookie was looking kind of bad, really. So I feel sorry for Bethany. That was very tragic for her to lose her puppy dog like that. The meat of the show is a Halloween party. Dorinda decides to throw a Halloween party. And all the ladies are coming. Dorinda decided to dress up like Lady Gaga with the bubble dress. And Ramona came as Britney Spears. Carol came as Amelia Earhart. Bethany came as Barbie, and Sonja came as Lucy, and she brought Rocco as Ricky, and Tinsley came as Madonna. It was cute until Luann walked in. Y'all, she came dressed as Diana Ross. And I was side-eyeing Luann because her costume was a little suspect, y'all. She had a lot of makeup on. It looked like it could have been blackface. It was just a little too much for me. I was like, okay, you could have done homage to Diana Ross without going that far with the makeup. It was just a little much, y'all. Just a little much for me. And when Bethany came in as Barbie, I did not know who she was. Even in the season trailer, and they showed the clip of her saying, when you're successful, come back and talk to me. I was thinking, who was she dressed as? Well, she came in and said that she was supposed to be Barbie, but then she had these drag queens helping her, and it went way left. And it went way left because it just did not look like Barbie. I was thinking of Shannon Nicole Smith. Like, who is she supposed to be? The first drama of the season, of course, pops off between Bethany and Ramona. Who better? Bethany has bought a house in the Hamptons, and Ramona had to shade her about where this house is located. If it's on the highway, then you're not in the hot spot. So she pretty much insults Bethany by saying that. Bethany gets offended and said she owns 5 homes. And what does Ramona know about real estate, since she has 1 home in the Hamptons and she has an apartment? And let's not forget that Bethany has her own spinoff show with Frederick where she's trying to promote her real estate prowess. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. They did a season trailer. It looks absolutely crazy, and I'm in for the ride. Let me know in the comments below if you saw the first episode. What did you think so far? I'm so excited that it's back, and I can't wait to hear from you guys too. Thank you for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on a single review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!